Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be shooting a studio vlog. This is the first time you guys are actually seeing me in action. I'm going to be making some candles. I'm going to be designing my candles on the computer so you guys can see how that goes. And then also I'm going to show you my setup and how everything is and the little things that I may have that may be unique or something that may stand out. So I'm all here willing to show you guys. I'm actually starting the whole process all over. I know a couple months ago that I said I was going to start, but now I'm all in and I'm actually back in my studio. Before I was not in my studio, I was actually just trying to gather some content from things that I had on my phone and to show you guys the beautiful side of making birthday candles. So with that being said, let me start to show you guys my studio vlog. So here's my studio, guys. Let me just show you. So here's a few of my printers. There's some excess boxes underneath and some ink that came for the printers. And keep in mind when you're working with ink and wax, it's pretty messy, so there's like no real way around it. I try my best to be, you know, as clean as possible and tidy, but it's like pretty much very difficult. It's either something spilling or something just, you know, just getting wax on something. So here is just a few of my printers. Here's my computer. Here's the setup. So if you guys saw the ebook, this was made with my template, and then I actually printed the template, and then now I'll be able to actually lay my candle on top of that. But I'm going to show you how that works so you guys can get a clear picture of how that is, so you no longer have to wonder how it's being made. So like I said, pretty messy, but the reward is in the end. Here's a few of my little, you know, parts and attachments for the printers. Here's actually my packing machine, so if you want your candles to look professional at one point in time, you'll be able to get this type of quality with this type of machine. So this is just a blister packaging machine, and then you're able to seal your blister packaging just like they do in the store, and then you'll be able to send it to Amazon, or you'll be able to just you know, wholesale it to a store or a store account, however it works for you. So here's one of my 3 pots. Let me back up so you can see. So there you go. There's my 3 pots. And if you got the ebook, then you know what's in them, and you know the temperatures, and you know all those things. So I won't have to jump into that. And here are my molds. So here's the size range of each mold. It might be actually 2 full size range of each mold. So you're seeing 20 molds there. And then you have the clamps, you have your wax pot. And if you, like I said, if you got the ebook, then you see the type of pot that I use. I don't use the normal pot to pour into the molds, only because it's too big and it'll pour out and then it'll create a bigger mess. So you want something with like a long stem, just like that. So I'm going to continue to go over this now with my YouTube channel. I'm going to be going over all these things over and over till I drill it in your head so you can see the bigger picture, and you can see the upside to actually making birthday candles over regular candles. And I still make traditional candles. Actually, here's one of my candles from before that I used to make. So let me see. Yeah, these were at one point in time, these were one of my best selling candles. This doesn't look like much now, only because it's been, you know, sitting there for years and I haven't really done much. And that's because I actually switched to these bad boys, just making birthday candles, which was a better idea for me and a better, you know, a better end result, and you know, end goal. I was able to achieve a lot by just, you know, making birthday candles. It's always in demand. There's a birthday every single day. So with that being said, you're pretty much always in business. And then most of the time the clients actually do the work for you because they'll tell you what type of candle they need or what candle they want. So you see these beautiful candles. I'm gonna show you guys how to make that going forward. And if you guys want to skip, a lot of the information, you can get the ebook. Later on, I will be dropping a course. So whatever information is not on YouTube would definitely be in the course. On YouTube, I can only give you, but so much, because at the end of the day, when people start to pay for the course, I don't want them to have, all the information just on YouTube, and then I can't really, sell the course at the price that I need to sell it at, or however it works out. So, like I said, let me step back actually so you can see the whole studio. So you can see what your studio should look like, or what you want it to look like. Perfect. And this is like just my random table where I just put some candles on and just set up and go. I have a packaging tape dispenser. So if you guys are familiar with this tape dispenser, the tape is actually wet activated tape, and it also has strings in it, which is pretty much the best tape you can ask for when it comes to boxes and heavy duty boxes. Or it doesn't even have to be heavy duty, it's just, it just have so much support in the the tape itself with all the strings and it being gum tape. So now let's just look at my computer. So here is what you're seeing, the setup that I have right now. I was actually testing something for you guys, so I can just put all the numbers there so you guys can see. And then I will print that template. As you can see, I have the 0, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. And then now after that, let's see if I have a number available. I doubt I do, but for example, let me see. For example, now once I print my template, I'm just able to go and put the 2 right on it. So you guys see how that worked? See, the 2 is there. And then now I just go ahead and put the 2 right on it, and then I'll just reprint it again, and it's gonna lay directly into that spot of the 2. So like I said, if you guys got the ebook, then you're already familiar with the process. You already know, hey, you need to get the template, you need to get the same size molds that I have, and also, to get the same size mold and the printer itself. So I'm gonna go more into the printer on a different day. I can go now, but this is pretty much the best printer that I came across. It's actually the only printer that I came across, but because I had such great luck, and I lucked out the first time where this seems to be a great printer. Not just the look wise, but just the performance. The look is amazing. It just looks like a regular printer. So if somebody came to your house, nobody's questioning like, hey, what type of device is that, or what type of printer this is. It looks just like a standard printer. So, and then here's another cool feature. Like I said, if you got the ebook, you'll know this part right here. Hold on, let me move this chair. It actually auto adjusts to the height of the candle. So like now, watch when you see, I'm just gonna press up and let it go. And it does all the work. So now, when it prints, it's pretty much gonna print right on top of that layer. So it's gonna print right on top of that layer. And if I want to, which I will, because I want to show you guys. So I'm actually gonna make a candle. As if it's not in this video, it'll be in the next video. But I'm going to make another video with me just printing on the candle so you can see how long it takes and how good it looks and how accurate and accurate and precise that the ink actually hits the wax candle itself. So you guys can see. And then also, if you got the ebook, then you'll see why I'm printing on white. I told you I like to use UPS labels as my template, so I don't have to waste candles each time trying to practice or prepare, or even for just printing on my acrylic for that matter. I like to use the UPS label, so that way I print on white sheets, and also it sticks so it's not moving constantly. So you can do paper, but I wouldn't recommend it because it'll shift, and by the time you lay this down, it won't even match up to where you printed it. So, alright, so you guys got that? So it won't even match up to where you guys printed. So the best way to go is UPS labels, because it's sticky, won't move once you print it. You see how nice and clean that looks? You just lay your candle on top of it. Boom, you're done. And then now, as I'm looking at the candle, I want to come to the light. So if you guys got the ebook, there's little things that I go over on how to prepare your molds and make sure like your molds are not doing certain things that's gonna make the candles defective. So if you see the candle here, not that it's a big thing, but let's see. There's like a little dent underneath each candle. And that's because of the way I prepared it. And it's probably, I mean, sometimes you leave it up to chance, but it's because the temperature of my candle mold pretty much wasn't at the right temperature. So when I poured it, it kind of, cured faster than it actually, the time is supposed to take, if that makes any sense. So as soon as I poured the wax in, it already started cooling because my molds were already cool. And being that they're aluminum, just imagine if the aluminum molds are already cold, once you pour hot wax into it, it's already gonna start curing. You wanna keep your molds at room temperature or a little hotter. So sometimes I use a heat gun and warm them up, so that way when I pour the wax in, it gives it a chance to sit and fill all the areas, you see, and fill all the areas, so that way there is no issues down the line. And then it'll save you time, because imagine you waiting, not that it takes long to cure, but imagine waiting 20 to 30 minutes only for your candle batch to come out like this. It's a waste of time. So you don't want to waste your time, you don't want to waste your client's time, and then also you don't want to waste a batch. So like I said, I'm gonna go on to the next video so you guys can see more, and we can go from there. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.